Hey folks, welcome back. Hopefully when you're seeing this, it'll probably be somewhere around Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas, or hope you're gonna have a good Christmas. Use whatever statement fits you best, and that'll be great. We were talking about what to make in this video, and there's about 11 billion different videos on YouTube for a traditional Christmas dinner. So let's make something a little different. So I said, well, how about a pasta bake? So that's what we decided on. So as we're getting ready, getting things set up, before we start each video, Karen will give me a big hug and a kiss and tell me that she loves me and tell me, how proud she is of me. And it helps calm me down to get going on these videos. And before she released her hug on me, she said in her sweetest, kindest, gentlest voice, "Can we make this with cauliflower this time?" So I immediately said, "Yep, we'll do cauliflower." So pasta's out today. You can make this with pasta if you have leftover chop suey or spaghetti or something like that. Works great in this. So let's get started. In this bowl, I just have some brown Hamburg. We browned it before we got started, just to kind of speed things up a little. If you need to see how to brown Hamburg, it's pretty easy. I mean, you dump it in a frying pan and you cook it until it turns brown. And then you're done. We're gonna add some onion to it. I can cut this up. I'm not going to put a lot of onion in this one. Add as much as you like. It's totally up to you. And you can cook your onion a little bit if you want to take some of the onion out of it, if you will. I'm not going to. Just that right in there, get some of this in there, like that. We're cheating quite a bit today. I bought mushrooms that are already cut up. Right here. You can see they're already cut into pieces. We're just gonna cheat. We've done a bunch of those in there. A couple bigger pieces, that's all right. Oh, what the heck, dump them all in. That out of the way. Here we have a little bit of somewhere here. I think that's cauliflower. We'll put that there for a minute. No, that is sausage. It feels like cauliflower. This is some browned up Italian sweet sausage that we had left over from breakfast. So I'm going to use this up in here. We'll dump a bunch of that in. Get all that in there. Piece a little big, we'll break him up. If we can. There we go. Rest of that in there. I get it in there? Yep. Okay. Put these guys up here out of the way. Somewhere. Okay. This is the cauliflower. We steamed this a little bit before we got started. What do they call it? Al dente? I don't know who Al dente is or why he's so important, but they felt like they had to name undercooked food after him, but it's okay. We'll do that. We just partially steam it so that it doesn't get overcooked. Oven's ready. So it doesn't get overcooked as it's baking in the oven. I'm just trying to see how they're real big pieces. We just want to break them up so they're kind of the size of macaroni maybe. Makes it a little easier to eat. Going along here. What's everybody's favorite Christmas dinner, if you will? All growing up, we always had traditional dinners for Christmas. My father loved pork roast, so that's what we always had, a pork roast with all the fixings, you know. I love Italian food. It's one of my favorites. One of the reasons I'm doing this is kind of an Italian type of dish, I guess. Like I said, this is great if you have leftover chop suey. Because if you like me and you make a chop suey or you make spaghetti, you always make enough for 350 people. And you eat it, and then you eat it for leftovers and more leftovers until you're sick of eating it. And you're trying to find something else to do with it. This is great for that. And everything, like all my other things I cook, put as much of anything as you want. Don't be afraid to season your food, and don't be afraid to add more stuff in or take stuff out. It's all to your taste, what you like. I'm just putting a bunch in. I don't know how much we need or how much we're gonna have, or ease it around a little bit, see how we're doing. Want plenty. We don't want anybody going hungry. Probably pretty good. We'll put this big guy in there. All right. Move him up out of the way. If I can knock everything on the floor. There we go. Got some authentic, traditional, homemade sauce here that we got from the grocery store. Just kidding. Dump him in there. Put him upside down. We got another one in. There it is. Yeah. Knife. Throw this guy in with his buddy. I like plenty of sauce, so that's why I put both in. Again, it's all up to your taste. Boy, it smells good already. I might eat it just like this. Mixed around pretty good. Leftover onion, he might as well go in with his buddies. Alright, let's put this here in front of me for a minute. Next, like ricotta cheese. I know people that don't, and that's their misfortune. I like it, so we'll put it in. This guy open. Stuff like this can be a struggle sometimes. It either opens all at once and you dump it all over the ground, you know, or just gonna use this same spoon because it's all going in the same place. So trim over my bowl, get a bunch of this out. By a bunch, I mean all of it. Put him over here out of the way. Soften this up a little bit. I'm going to add an egg to this. Just one egg. Problem with being blind is I don't know if there's shells in there right now or not. And you can be a half glass empty type of person or a half glass full. There may be a shell in here. And you can make a little game around the dinner table. Take bets on who's going to get the eggshell. Whoever gets the eggshell gets the last piece of cake for dessert, or so on. Doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Feels pretty good. Doesn't feel like there's too many shells in there. So we'll go with it. Dump him in there. This guy over here. Oh, stuck my fingers right in it. And as usual, like I was speaking before about making chop suey, it feels like I have way more than we'll need for 2 people. It's alright. Good leftovers too. Make sure this is mixed up in good shape. Up here somewhere. Oh, that's for later. There we go. This is Parmesan cheese. I can get this guy open without dumping it everywhere. You can put as much of this as you want in. In there, so I'll just pinch them out like that. Might save a little to put on top after it's done. Be real good. Out of the way. Just up a little bit. Yep. Making a mess. Okay. Standard casserole dish. Set him there for now. Use this big guy here. It'll be easier. Normally you can just dump this in, but I'm going to spoon some in just so I know how much we're getting. Because we've got to save room to put cheese on top. I'm thinking it'll probably be all right, but going. Pretty sure it's all gonna fit. Probably see me feeling around with my fingers here. I'll make sure I'm saving room for the cheese on top. This is how I see what's going on. Need a little more up there. Work it in there like so. How's that look? That looks like it'd probably be alright. A little bit right there. Don't want it too thin. Move this all out. Boy, that smells good. Alright. That's it. Mozzarella, put one on top. I'm not sure which one's which, but I got some shredded mozzarella and an Italian blend. We'll just put a little of both on. Nothing, I could have just dumped the whole bag, I guess. I have a good towel when I cook, as you can tell. The other cheese we'll put in there. Get it around as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all going to melt together and become one cheesy, gooey goodness. Him up here with his buddy. Okay, I'm going to slide this up out of the way so I can use my cutting board. Wherever that went. There, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. Alright, anybody see my knife? There he is. Boy, I made a good mess. Get this fella opened up. This is just fresh mozzarella. I like this on stuff like this. Just cut a few pieces off to lay in on top. That's a big thick piece, that's all right. Everybody use for kitchenware, like knives and stuff. It's a good knife set that, you know, won't burn the checkbook down. Some of that stuff can be expensive. start laying these on, see how we're at. Save that thick guy off to the side. He might be a little too thick. Put one in the middle here. Kind of smush them in a little. We'll just keep doing this until we get where we want. That piece should be alright. Put that guy, this big thick guy in the middle. You'll melt a little better right there, I think. More pieces. Find my knife, there he is. And he's cut off. The rest of these on. That's a big thick piece too, boy. That's pretty good, I guess. Feels like a pretty evenly spaced around there. Tried to lay that out so when you cut it out, everybody gets a little piece of that, you know. This is just gonna go into the oven. The oven's preheated to 350. We're gonna start with a half an hour. We're just gonna peek at it as it goes. All you really need to do is just melt the cheese. Everything's already cooked. So you're just melting the cheese and waking up those flavors from everything, getting everything comfy with each other and all cozy. We can get this in the oven. Okay, Google, set timer for 30 minutes.
All right, 30 minutes, and we're starting now.
Easy as that. We'll get this mess cleaned up a little bit, and we come back, I'll show you how to make some Texas-style garlic bread. See you in a few. Welcome back. We'll just make a real easy Texas toast-style garlic bread. Simple and easy. I just got a stick of salted butter. We're gonna melt him down in the microwave. Sure there's nothing in there. As that's melting, we'll cut off a couple pieces of bread here. Find my knife, there it is. I'll come in a little bit so we get some nice, good pieces of bread. I'm just gonna go maybe the thickness of our knife blade a little bit, something like that. So we're going pretty straight here. How's that look? Another one. The butter's probably melted by now. It's all right. Yeah, do one more. Move this guy out of the way. Like that. We'll set these aside for a minute. We'll need them back in just a minute. Yeah, Got my stove on here, get the pan heating up. Okay, really easy. A little bit of garlic in with your butter. Phew, that smells good. Much as you want, much garlic as you like. I don't know how much I'm getting, so we'll just put some in. Mix it around. I think we need a little more. There we go. That'll be garlicky. Yeah, it covers here somewhere. Find him eventually. Mix that around. Simple as that. All we're going to do is we're going to lay that bread in here and let it soak up this garlic butter, kind of like making French toast. And we're just going to fry it in the frying pan. Oh yeah, she's garlicky now. Slide over here to the stove. Notice I use the back of my hand a lot, feeling stuff. Back of your hand is a lot more sensitive to heat or cold or stuff like that. You'll notice heat a lot quicker with the back of your hand than you will the front of your hand. Getting there. Let it a couple more minutes. Get myself situated here. There's my spatula. I'll set them there for a minute. Hot over here by this stove. Yeah, she's coming. Really. Yeah, just soak that in like that. Soak that in like that. Make sure it soaked it up good. Oh, you hear that? That's what you want to hear. That's sizzling. I can smell the garlic already. Let that go. Karen and I were talking this morning as I was folding laundry. After I got hurt and I wasn't sure what I was going to be able to do or not do or things like that, and she's buzzing around the house, you know, cleaning up, doing laundry, things like that, and I was feeling bad for myself, and I apologized to her that she had to do everything, you know, and I was just sitting there like a lump, and she never said a word. She come out around the corner with a basket of towels and dropped them at my feet and said, "There's no reason at all you can't fold them towels right there." So I sat there kind of in shock and thought, she's right, there's no reason I can't fold those towels. They're just towels. So I picked them up, picked one up, got it squared around so I recognized what it was, and I folded it. Where'd my bread go? Ouch. There he is. Well, probably be burnt time I get him flipped over. There we go. There we go. Let him cook, and then I'll show you what they look like. But it started from there. She had faith in me, and she didn't let me sit there and feel bad for myself. She gave me the courage, I guess you will, to try it. As simple as it sounds, you know, it's just a folding towels, you know. But here we are a short time later, and I'm folding all the laundry. That's all right. Sounds like he's still cooking a little. I'm listening to it. You listen to it, you can hear it sizzling, like making a grilled cheese sandwich, you know, you throw it in and that butter sizzles. It's coming to an end, I guess. This is the part where you would use sight, you know. Put him in the plate like that so I can show you guys what he looks like. How's that look? That looks pretty good. Smells good. We'll let this cauliflower bake, I guess we'll call it, finish cooking. I'll get the rest of these garlic breads cooked up. We'll come back and show you what it looks like, put some on a plate and try it out. See you in a few. Welcome back. This has been in the oven for 30 minutes. We've been peeking at it along the way. Ovens are different, so we didn't want it to burn. 30 minutes, been sitting here about 10 minutes just to cool off a little. We'll scoop some out, see how she looks. I'm gonna get down here like this so I don't scoop it out onto the table. It's nice and cheesy, I can feel it. On the plate there. We'll set in there. I know we started with 4 pieces of garlic bread, and I noticed I have 3 left. My wife said she had to try it to make sure it was good. She said it was good, so there it is. Look good. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it smells good. I'm going to try it. Wow, that is tasty. Very good. And it's that easy, folks. Something a little different to try. Like I said, it's great if you have leftover chop suey, works great. Spaghetti, anything like that. Simple and easy. Don't be afraid to try it. It's very good. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you didn't get it all over yourself, you didn't do a good job. See you next time.